Hey everybody, so I'm gonna have a little conversation about peace with you today because I was on this big podcast, and this podcaster is someone that knows me and loves me, and he had a lot of questions for me. And it's a tech related kind of thing, and that I do a lot of advising in the tech world and in the business world. And I had let something slip out, like somehow, sometimes like you're crazy just slips out. For me, it does. Anyway, I told him, I am a peace warrior. And he's like, wow, there's a contradiction of terms. And this is what you should know when you hang out with journalists, is they actually listen to every word. And I said, yeah, I am. And I'm going to fight for that. I'm going to fight for peace. I will fight for peace. And so we kind of talked about that, and really that view that a lot of people think that peace is passivism, and it's not. That saying no does not mean you're not peaceful. And so I was thinking about this, and he had asked me, what I thought about the video. And I said, well, I have to really work on my own peace. Because, right, I'm worried. I'm worried always when I do a video that I'm going to say something stupid or that the world is going to come tumbling down on me. So I have to work on my inner peace. Peace starts right here, right? For those of you who have been in prosperity class with me, you've heard it, loving dominion, right? What do you have control over? You. That's it. That's it. And sometimes I don't even have control over that. But loving dominion as a concept is to say, what do I have control over? And there's a lot of things you don't have control over. And the first thing that you have to have control over is your peace. Is you have to be at peace with yourself and with your actions. And your actions need to speak peace. And that doesn't mean you have to avoid confrontation, but you don't need to create it in order to get peace. So sometimes you have to fight for some things. I get that. And there are times when you really want to understand how often you are speaking anger or comparison. The place that really the disruption of peace comes is in comparison. And that is what I see all the time. So I was babysitting. We were having dinner. And we were all having dinner, and then parents were going out. And the 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. And the 13-year-old kept doing this comparison stuff. Well, when I was this age, to his little brother. And his mother just was not having any of that. That she was like, no, I was there. You are normal. Your brother's normal. You're not better than that person, right? And at 13, he just had to, he had heard this line from his mother all the time, right? Because the older brother wanted this comparison. He wanted to be better and faster and smarter, and he just wanted to be better. And his mom is like, no. And you can tell by the way she said it that she has said this comparison thing quite a bit. No, this is not, you are different people. You do not get to compare that. And then he was like, well, when I was 5, I was kind of greater. And she is like, no, you were not. But he kept wanting, even at 13, to find out, right, that he was better. And this is where peace really, I think, is the secret sniggle bit that people forget, is how addicted all of our culture is to inequity. And inequity really is a powerful tool, because when we start comparing ourselves to others, when we do all these other things, we are not holding peace in our mind. We are not being clear on, yes, I have this weird bit here. We are not being clear about what's our path, what's in our control. What someone else does is not necessarily about your peaceful morning. That's not about you progressing in the way that you want. It's not healthy. And sometimes it's okay to say, look, it's okay to go, oh, I like that thing that person is doing. I think that's right for me. that thing, I'm seeing this, that's right for me. To see things that inform you to be better, to be whatever, it's not to say that's better. It's to say that is cool, that will work for me. It's a really big difference. That's because it will work for me. And so what I had said to that 13-year-old was, look, kiddo, you're going to find your own way, and your own way is going to be perfect for you. And it's a lot harder for you to just pick what's good for you than it is to say what's better about you than someone else. And he was like, oh, so we just had a little chat about what's good for you. What's good for you according to you at age 13? What is good for you? And he rattled off 10, 12 things that were real good for him. I said, okay, focus on those things. And then his little brother was like, well, I have stuff that's good for me. Well, yes, you do. Focus on those. So we did get a nice magic trick, and we did focus on yo-yoing in slow motion. That was kind of fantastic. So I did get a great, peaceful, thoughtful, beautiful time babysitting, because we could focus on what's good about you, not what's bad about all this other stuff. So going back to where I started, which is my friend who did the podcast. And I had to confess that I was feeling very insecure about myself, but I'm going to go forward anyway, because if people think I'm crazy for vying for peace, that's okay. That's okay. And he was like, well, you live in this magical world. Well, that is true. That is true. But that magical world of focusing in on peace takes a lot more effort. It takes a lot more self-regulation. It takes a lot more. You will get more. And building peace in the world takes a lot of balls. It's hard. Like, y'all don't remember Jimmy Carter, but y'all don't remember Gandhi. Y'all don't remember Mother Teresa, but you know what? They are walking naked into the world in the worst of situations, knowing that there's a better way. That's not a pacifist. That, the one who carries the sword and keeps it shielded, much harder to do. It's much easier to be afraid. It's much easier to be angry. It's much easier to be turned off and tuned out than it is to say, am I healthy? What is right for me? How can I find peace within myself? How can I stop being mad at my body? How can I stop being mad at my age? How can I stop being mad at the shit house that I'm living in, or this shitty friends that I have, or the shit addiction that I'm suffering from? How can I do that, right? How can I stop being mad at my body? Peace is available to you, but not a single thing out here in the world, not one thing out here is going to give you what you need in here except you. So that's my invitation. That's my invitation. I know that people think I'm a cray-cray, and that's okay with me. Because I don't need a comparison what you think of me versus what I think of me. Because learning to like me as me in all my flaws is a lot of work. Because I am perfect. And that's okay to not be perfect. And you all see me not perfect. That if I showcase anything, that's the one. That's the top winner of, right? My hair's never perfect. This isn't perfect. You all see me out there, looking bedraggled. But being filled with love is my primary form of peace. And I love you. And I love you. And I love that you're trying, and I love that you're doing, and I love that you're celebrating, and I love that you are making good choices. So that's my deal on peace. I will put that podcast down here, and, be kinder to you. That's where peace starts. Have a good day.